Hey guys, Kristen with Expert Credit Sweeps. Welcome to my office. So I just wanted to spend a couple minutes going over validation of debt letters and the 80-20 percentage. So I've received a lot of calls this week from clients or consumers who are being sued because they actually disputed something. Not my clients, but people who actually did this themselves and now they have legal issues. So the real basis of credit repair is that something can be removed if it is inaccurate, unverifiable, or incomplete, and of course, inaccurate, right? So that means that if you owe a company, let's just call them company 123, you owe company 123 $500. You know that the balance is $500. It states on your credit report that it's $500. The open date is correct. The terms are correct. The type is correct. Everything is correct on there, including whether you made any payments or not, your last payment date, last activity, whatever it is. If everything is correct, if everything is accurate, you really need to do some research on the company themselves to find out if they do any lawsuits or take people to court or any other kind of stuff, garnishments, et cetera, to find out if you are actually going to hurt yourself instead of help yourself. The reason I'm saying this is because there's validation of debt letters are so powerful. I use them all the time. If you have medical accounts, don't worry about those. Those people aren't going to sue you. Even if you owe them like $21,000, don't even worry about that. But I'm talking about if you owe portfolio recovery for owing for credit cards, excuse me. So if you have charge-offs with credit cards, they sell it to portfolio recovery. You send them a validation of debt letter, okay, because they are a third-party collections, and they are liable under the FDCPA instead of the FCRA. You're like, hey, I'm going to write this company a letter, and I have a really high chance of getting it taken off my credit report. You are wrong. The reason you're wrong is because 80% of people who are in collections don't pay their debt, okay? 20% of people who have collections actually pay their debt. So if you're putting yourself in front of these companies by writing them a letter, this validation of debt letter, or even disputing with the credit bureaus, you're now part of this 20% that is saying, hey, I'm trying to get my life together. I want to get all the debt taken off my credit report. I don't want to pay for it. I just want to clean up my history, and you're standing in my way. So what you just did was moved yourself from one pile to the other. You moved yourself from the pile that they don't even pay attention to, they don't even know who you are, they don't give a crap about you, to the pile of people that they're trying to decide whether they want to take you to court, whether it's worth their time, whether it's worth their money and attorney fees and all that kind of stuff. Excuse me. And you don't want to be in that pile. You don't want to be part of that 20%. You don't want to be right in front of them and have them pay attention to you, because companies such as, like I said, Portfolio Recovery, they sue people. I'm talking about for like $500. $500 isn't a lot, but the way that they think about it is that you robbed the original creditor, and now you need to pay for it because you're trying to clean up your act, you're trying to clean up your life, and they're standing in the way, like I said. So just be very, very, very careful with who you are disputing against, disputing with, making complaints against, all that kind of stuff, as well as the method that you're using. Because it's one thing to dispute with the bureaus, the three credit bureaus, the CRAs, the Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. That's one thing. Okay, another method is to dispute with the VOD letters, just like I was talking about, validation of debt letters, directly to these third-party collection agencies. And it's another thing to make complaints against them. Okay, so you can use that in conjunction with either of the two that I just stated. But the problem is that you really need to look at it, look at your whole situation, and really come to the conclusion of, is this really worth it? What's the statute of limitations? Is it past the time that they can actually sue me? So, California, Nevada is like 4 years. New York is different. I mean, every state has their own, laws. You have to really do the research and figure it out for yourself, because you don't want to put yourself in a situation where now you're being sued. I do have a couple clients who, didn't pay their payday loans, and they disputed them prior to coming to me, and now they're dealing with all these lawsuits, and with the lawsuits they're going to have to deal with the garnishments and their employer finding out and all that kind of stuff. So I just want you to be informed. I want you to be careful, and that's really what it comes down to, because I care about you guys. I care about your credit, and I just, you get what I'm saying, right? So not like I was expecting an answer, because I'm talking to my computer right now for you to watch later. If you're going to watch it at all, who knows who's going to watch this? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I just like putting the information out there for you to use. Whether you use it or not is completely up to you. If you have any questions or need help with anything, if you would like a free consultation with me, you can either call me at 845-481-0780, or you can use the live chat on my website when I have it up. I have not had it up recently because I've had so many clients who have needed my assistance, but either way, you can always reach me, phone, email, text, doesn't matter. I'm also on Facebook /expert credit sweeps, Twitter /expert sweeps, YouTube, that is youtube.com/C/Kristen Vargas. I'm on LinkedIn, Blogger, I'm in Google Plus. I'm everywhere. I'm like MasterCard or Visa or whichever it is. I'm everywhere you want to be. So let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, if you have any that specifically pertain to validation of debt, please let me know. It's a huge thing right now. There's so many people being sued. Also, there is the do-it-yourself credit packages coming out. Official launch date is May 20th. Should be on the website before that, between the 5th and the 10th. I probably already mentioned this, but I wanted to go more in depth on it. There will be 3 packages. One for people who they only have maybe 1 or 2 things to fix. It's probably just medical. That one is, and I'm tinkering with the pricing, so don't put this in stone or anything. That one is going to be a flat fee of $199, and then there's the next one that doesn't have any, follow-ups or anything like that, but that's more in depth. So if you have charge-offs, bankruptcies, foreclosures, repossessions, the harder types of accounts, I tell you how to dispute them, when to dispute them, what methods there are. I break everything down for you. And then the most in-depth one, that will have 2 15-minute follow-ups. Like I said, all 3 of these one-time flat fee. So it is great for those who do not want to hire someone such as myself. They want to do it themselves. That's why it's called do-it-yourself credit, right? And I give you all the tools that you need, including video walkthroughs, a full course that breaks everything down for you. So I think I spewed enough tonight. I have so much information in my head that I just want to share it with you guys. If you did want to check out that website that I was talking about, it's avoidbk.com. I mentioned it in another video. So if you're looking at settling, if you're looking at your options for avoiding bankruptcy, and if you're looking at consolidation, check out that website. It's run by a guy and his partner. I don't know who writes the articles and who actually does the work. I'm not too certain, but avoidbk.com. Now, once again, my website, expertcreditsweeps.com. My name is Kristen. Thank you for coming to my office. This was a great one-on-one visit. Have a great evening, and I look forward to talking to you later.